Every season in college football, there are breakout quarterbacks that come seemingly out of nowhere. So here's my way too early list of 10 breakout quarterbacks for 2026. At number 10, I've got Caden Hauser. He was solid for East Carolina this last season, and now he goes to Illinois, a place that has had pretty good quarterback play in their current system over the last couple of years under Luke Altmaier. I think Hauser can continue that tradition. TCU may have lost Josh Hoover this offseason, but they quietly added a potential superstar in Jaden Craig, who threw for 48 touchdowns and 10 picks over the last 2 years at Harvard. His skill set definitely can translate. Mason Heinschel made a big splash for Pitt last season as a freshman with a couple solid performances, but he was relatively inconsistent all year. I think in his sophomore season, he's going to have an opportunity to really take things to the next level. I'm really excited to see what he can do. There's no guarantee that Aaron Philo starts for Florida this year. They've got a few quarterback options they can go with, but he's the type of guy that showed the upside he has in just a few brief moments at Georgia Tech, and I think if given the opportunity, he could really shine. For those of you that have already forgotten, Vanderbilt football flipped a 5-star quarterback. That guy is named Jared Curtis, and as a true freshman, I think he could start for the Commodores and potentially be a huge weapon for Vanderbilt to continue the success that they've been building on over the last couple of seasons. One of the best moves of the group of 5 this offseason was UNLV going out and getting Jackson Arnold. Yes, Arnold's had a rough career so far, but he's been thrust into some really difficult situations at Oklahoma and Auburn, and I think given an opportunity at a place like UNLV, he can really thrive. Kentucky quietly added Kenny Minchey, and Minchey's a guy that a lot of people thought would beat out CJ Carr for the starting quarterback job at Notre Dame. CJ Carr has been masterful so far, so if Minchey was pushing him for the job, it means he's probably pretty good. Arizona State reacted very quickly to Sam Leavitt leaving by going out and getting the young stud Cutter Boley from Kentucky. He showed a ton of flashes, is super turnover prone, but Kenny Dillingham has a pretty good track record of developing quarterbacks, so I have a feeling Boley is going to be a really good weapon. Lincoln Kienholz to Louisville is one to get really excited about. He has a ton of untapped potential as a player, and his only crime this last year was not being better than a Heisman finalist. In this system, with Louisville's history of developing quarterbacks, I mean, the sky is the limit. But my number one breakout quarterback for 2026 has to be Austin Simmons at Missouri. This guy was the starter for Ole Miss, and it took Trinidad Chambliss playing out of his mind to take that job from him at Missouri. I think he's going to be set up for success. He's going to have great coaching, and he's got some of his weapons following him from Ole Miss to Missouri. I think it is a huge recipe for success. I am expecting a big year for Austin Simmons this season.